You want success. You say you want it. You think about it constantly. But then you do something subtle, something that seems small, and you destroy your own progress. You miss the deadline. You pick the fight. You quit right before the breakthrough. You push away the person who cares, and everyone else sees it clearly. You're sabotaging yourself. But you can't see it. Because self-sabotage doesn't feel like sabotage from the inside. It feels like protection, like logic, like the only reasonable choice. Psychology has identified 5 specific self-sabotage patterns that keep intelligent, capable people trapped in cycles of almost success followed by self-destruction. And recognizing these patterns isn't about blame. It's about breaking free. Here are 5 ways you might be sabotaging yourself without even knowing it. First, perfectionism paralysis. This is when your standards are so impossibly high that you never start, or you start and never finish, or you finish but never share. Psychologist Dr. Thomas Curran's research on perfectionism shows this isn't about excellence. It's about fear disguised as standards. You tell yourself you're waiting until it's ready, until it's good enough, until you've learned more. But Dr. Brené Brown's research reveals what's really happening. You're so terrified of being judged for imperfection that you'd rather do nothing than risk doing something imperfect. Here's the pattern researchers identify. You have a goal, a project, something you genuinely want to create, but perfectionism whispers that if you can't do it perfectly, you shouldn't do it at all. So you research endlessly instead of starting. You plan meticulously instead of executing. You revise obsessively instead of finishing. And you keep your work hidden instead of sharing it. Dr. Paul Hewitt's studies show that perfectionism is strongly correlated with procrastination, anxiety, and depression. Because perfect is impossible, which means you're setting yourself up for permanent failure. The self-sabotage is profound. You're protecting yourself from the possibility of being judged by ensuring you never give anyone anything to judge. But the cost is that you never actually create, achieve, or succeed at the thing you claim to want. Research shows that perfectionism isn't correlated with higher achievement. It's correlated with lower achievement because perfectionists start less, finish less, and share less than people with realistic standards. You're not protecting your potential by waiting for perfection. You're wasting it. Every day you don't start because it won't be perfect is a day of progress you'll never get back. The sabotage isn't in doing it imperfectly. It's in not doing it at all. Second, relationship destruction when intimacy increases. This is when you push people away, pick fights, or find flaws precisely when relationships get close. Dr. Sue Johnson's research on attachment shows this pattern clearly. As intimacy increases, so does vulnerability. And for people with fear of abandonment or unworthiness, vulnerability feels like danger. So your nervous system creates distance to feel safe again. Here's what this looks like. Someone starts getting close to you, really seeing you, caring about you, wanting to know you deeply. And instead of allowing it, you start finding reasons they're wrong for you. You focus on their flaws. You create conflict. You pull away emotionally. You might even cheat or sabotage the relationship in dramatic ways. Dr. Stan Tatkin's work on attachment shows this isn't conscious. Your nervous system is trying to prevent the pain of inevitable abandonment by creating that abandonment on your terms. Research by Dr. Amir Levine shows that relationship saboteurs often had early experiences where love was conditional, inconsistent, or followed by loss. So their nervous system learned, closeness leads to pain. Better to push people away first. The sabotage is tragic because you destroy the very connection you desperately want. The person who could love you, who wants to love you gets pushed away because your system believes that everyone leaves eventually, so you orchestrate the leaving to maintain some control. You're not protecting yourself from heartbreak. You're guaranteeing it. And the cost is spending your life alone, convinced that no one stays, when the truth is you don't let them. Third, success avoidance. This is when you get close to achieving something significant and then sabotage yourself right before success. You quit the job right before the promotion. You stop going to the gym right before the transformation. You blow up the business right before profitability. Psychologist Dr. Gay Hendricks calls this the upper limit problem. You have an internal thermostat for how much success, happiness, or love you can tolerate, and when you exceed it, you unconsciously self-destruct to return to your comfort zone. Dr. Abraham Maslow's research on self-actualization identified this pattern. People are often more afraid of their potential than their limitations, because success means change, visibility, responsibility, and the possibility of losing what you've gained. Staying small feels safer. Dr. Tara Moore's research on women and ambition shows that success avoidance often stems from deep unworthiness, a core belief that you don't deserve success, that you're a fraud, that achieving your goals will expose you as inadequate. Here's the self-sabotage pattern. You work hard, make progress, get close to the goal, and then you do something to destroy it. You miss the crucial meeting. You don't follow through on the final step. You create a crisis that derails everything. And from the outside, people are baffled. Why would you throw away something you worked so hard for? But from the inside, it makes perfect sense. Success would require you to update your identity, to see yourself as someone who succeeds. And that's more terrifying than staying stuck in the familiar struggle. You'd rather be comfortable in failure than uncomfortable in success. So you sabotage the goal to return to the identity you know. The pattern will repeat until you expand your internal identity to match your external ambitions.